Alright guys, so I had it without the webcam and the mic, so that way if you guys wanted to do the settings for 2x speed, or if I decide to edit this later on and speed it up, it won't be too bad. But we are at the deep north now. Now there's no sizable chunk of land here, there's just a couple ice ones here and there. I don't know if we're going to bump into these and it's going to damage the boat or not. There we go! There, we are officially in the deep north now. Now, does this damage the ship? Not too bad. Not too bad overall. Now, I was so scared about going over the edge of the map, because that is the thing that can happen. So I have to be extra careful. I have no idea from here. Definitely do not want to go over the edge of the map, so I'm just going to turn. Yeah, you definitely don't want to go over the edge. So those pieces of ice don't damage as much as I thought. Here's some more areas over here. I'm trying to find land that's more substantial. Oh, it looks like there's land up ahead, actually. That'd be good. So I am so excited. I've done this with pretty much every update. I found the old area, like the old area before the update, then I put some portals there. Then the update happens, it dramatically changes the area, and then we get to see there. And we are officially inland now on the deep north, guys. We ventured a long ways. Now, I've been kind of critical of the Drakar ship. And I still am, in a lot of ways. I still stick by my points that it feels a bit clunky, it gets beached easier, the increased health is not worth it, generally speaking, for those aspects. But if you're going to do a super, super long journey distance, like I did for this, if you're going to sail for long, long ways like I did, I highly recommend the Drakar, or if you're going to the ashlands. So it does have its uses. If you're going to go a short distance between islands and stuff, I would definitely still stay with the longship. But without further ado, guys, we got to build shelter here. It's crazy. Look at this. Wow. So I'm going to build the first portal here. And then I'm going to try to find like a fort or some naturally spawning structure, because that's a lot of the things that stayed okay in the Ashlands update. Also, what I did too is, you guys might have noticed, is I put this portal right here. So this is an extremely close. I mean, it's far away enough where it might not be affected by the update, whatever impacts it has. But at the same time, it's close enough to where I could voyage from there if I needed to. So, yep, we'll build our first portal here. I'll be right back once it's completed. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, I got the first portal established here north, just right here at the water's edge. Now if the way they changed the ashlands is also the same way they changed the deep north, then this will be, the land around it will be lowered to basically they lowered all the land around ashlands to separate it out from all the other lands, and a lot of the mistlands area got carved out. I'll show you, I'll put links at the end of the video to show you guys. But basically the land got lowered a lot. There was a mountain biome that got lowered, but then some of it still stayed up at its original spot. So the difference, you get like floating islands and crazy stuff like that. So if it follows that same pattern, then I should build up higher, because next portal, because if this all gets lowered, then it's going to be gone. Especially if I can find, like I said, a generated structure. Those were safe, relatively safe, in the Ashlands update. Mistlands was a lot less effective than Ashlands. Ashlands was really drastic because they lowered it a lot to separate it from all the other biomes. This might be a good spot, or actually that's higher up even. You gotta get it up on one of the peaks of the mountains here. It's one of those things where the more I explore, the worse it's gonna be in terms of what I'll have left over once the update happens. But at the same time, I gotta venture out to try to find the best portal spots I can think of. This is a high mountain peak right here compared to the rest. This is a pretty good high spot right here. Look at that. This is a good spot. This is, I mean, up there's even higher up, which I might do that part next. So you get all like 3 different levels of elevation here. And then the other part too is I'm debating on whether I should put a stone cutter here to protect it really well from all kinds of stuff that could happen. And if any of these fail, if any, like I'm going to basically set up 3. Because I got so lucky with the ashlands. I had no idea it was going to be like that. And so much of that mountain got hollowed out from the bottom and from the sides and everything else. I just got incredibly lucky that... So I only did 1 portal. So this time, because I know how drastic it can end up being, with the north and south being separated from everything else, that I'm gonna have to do really good on making sure. I'm thinking about whether I should carve into the mountain a little bit, just a little bit here, so it's a bit protected, but not taking out the elevation too much, because again, we want to be... Freaking polar bear comes out after the update and gets me. I would not be surprised if there's polar bears in this update. Polar bears, they have this rep, you know, Coca-Cola commercials and all this stuff, that they're cute and cuddly, but they almost exclusively, I think, eat meat from the videos that I've seen. But yeah, so they're deadly. That'd be... if there's not a type of bear, like a polar bear or something like that in this update, I'm going to be very surprised and disappointed. There's seals already. I'll be back. I forgot Certling cores. Darn it. Alright guys, another rudimentary shelter built here. We got 1 more up here to make. And then I'll just have to reinforce these and make them better, like put a rock wall around here. That way we have 3 different levels of elevation and depth into the biome. So we'll have 3 good chances. Actually, we have 4 chances because there's the North Black Forest one way over here. So that's probably the least likely to be affected by the update. So we have 4 shots at this. Like I said, when I did the ashlands, I had no idea because the mistlands hardly had any effect to the terrain. Did I hear? I thought I heard a... Could have just been the crunching of the snow, but I thought I heard a wolf or something. The bear over the mountain to see what he can see. Oh, we got a rune stone here. This could be a good spot because, like I said, natural structures and stuff like that. Supposedly, this is a mountain. Well, but I mean the mountain, the mountain biome. Because in the mini map there on the upper right there, you'll see that it says mountain, and the mountain music comes in. In Midgard, the old army's man pushed the drakes from the mountains. Alright, so this is a mountain biome instead of deep north here. So we might be able to find like an ice cave or something. That's even better if we're able to find an ice cave nearby. Or one of those stone forts, even better than that. If we were able to find a stone fort, that'd be great too. Up. Yep, definitely in the mountain biome. That was awesome. Man, I thought it was going to keep going. Alright, I don't want to mess it up by exploring too much. That will have less, and I don't see anything really... I don't see like a stone fort or anything like that. That'd be worth it. This rune stone here should be enough on its own. Do we got another one? Alright. So this should be enough. I'm going to make my 3rd and final one for before the update here. But first I need some more wood. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, fur. Alright, these wolves, man, I swear. But this one is going to be the one I'm going to fortify the most because it's got the best chance. It's at a high elevation. It's in the mountain biome as opposed to the deep north. So this one is going to be the one I'm going to spend the most time on. Off screen, I'm just going to put a rock wall around this rune stone, and then put rock wall around the rune stone, and get the stone cutter, all that stuff, make a rudimentary stone fort here. I'm going to do all that off screen, and then I have no idea when the deep north is going to be. They've had 2 teasers so far. It could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now. Generally, though, when they're giving teasers as much as they are, we're pretty close into it, but there's no way of knowing. Unless you're the devs, of course. Or if you know the devs and you talk to them type of thing. But, yeah. So, this was the best I could hope for. It was a straight shot. I didn't affect all that much on the way there. This was... I didn't even come across a sea serpent. I took breaks in between, whenever it would rain or it was night and stuff. So I didn't come across one sea serpent. So I lucked out there. And the Drakar is better than I thought for long voyages like this. Short trips, I still prefer the long ship. So Drakar is just best for long voyages, or if you're going to go to the ashlands. It's better than I thought. I will admit it's better than I gave it credit for. You will get beached more often, but it's worth it for longer trips like this. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am so excited for Deep North. It's going to be cool to see what effect it has, and like I said, I'll include at the end here what other videos of what effect it's had before. And on other biomes like the old mistlands, you explore that, and then the update happens, then what effect that has. The old ashlands, like I said, a lot of the land got sunk down to give a gap in between the ashlands and the other biomes, so there's no overlap. The ashlands is very isolated from everything else, and I imagine the deep north will be isolated from everything else too. But I can't think of much else to say. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope y'all have a good day. And thank you, Valheim devs, for making an awesome game. Bye, everybody.